The 966 returns once again. As you know, most you know, the main clutch went out on it a little while ago. It was going out on it, did go out on it. So took it to our local mechanic that works on tractors. He's 3 miles away. He does an excellent job on stuff. So that's where it's been. New clutch. We also have problems with our starter. So he rebuilt the starter motor, new solenoid. We also had electrical fire beforehand in this area. Burnt up a lot of our wiring harnesses, so we got all new wire harnesses on the main harness, and then on the cab dash. Anybody that also all of our gauges work now. They never did before. Anybody that has old tractors that their gauges don't work, or new track or whatever, get your harnesses fixed. Everybody knows people that have lost tractors because of wire harnesses, especially these old tractors that are 46 years old. Those wire harnesses get old and crappy. You can lose a tractor real fast. It's expensive, but that's what, anyway. New hoses on our radiator heater. They were rotten. The problem is if they blow up in the middle of the night when the tractor's plugged in, you lose more antifreeze than you do what the hoses cost. Let's see, as you can see, anybody international knows there should be a battery here. We changed it from 6 volt to 12 volt. So there's one 12 volt battery on their side. Keep this side, it's easy to clean out now. Get all that crap out of there clean. Because there's always a buildup of trash, and then the fuel tank is right above it. So a drip off a fuel tank, it just fire hazard, and eventually that's what fire hazard blew up. I do have my battery boxes or trays or whatever you want to call them. So if I ever want to return this to original condition, I can it's no big deal. This is not a parade tractor, this is a working tractor. Like you've seen on my videos, my hour video, over 1,000 hours on this tractor last year. It'll do the same. So it's not sitting pretty for parades. Also, we tightened up some things. Our hydraulic levers were all sloppy. They're been tightened up. We need to adjust them just a hair because they don't so we can hit our float positions for our feed wagon or detent positions to unhook stuff. I said new gauges, fuel gauge or fuel sender stuff, just a lot of piddling work. It was not cheap, but I can't. It's you gotta buy an old dirt old tractor and then put money into it. The M actually cost me less to run it than this tractor or the 44. That's the sad part about it. But I put a lot of money in this tractor, and it's still worth what it was before it broke. But I'm not going to trade this one off and get another old one like it, because I'm just going to start all over. So at least I know what I have into this, and what this tractor is basically. Everything's been redone on it over time. So it's one of those things you can't get rid of, because now you gotta get all of your money out of it. But such is life. Also, we got LED lights put on it. We had just regular lights on the bottom here. Those are still original, but they had to be replaced. New ones. LED lights on the fenders. I know they look kind of goofy, but like I said, if we want to restore it back to original, it's no big deal to put the two sealed beam ones back in there. Like I said, this is a working tractor, not a parade tractor. The LEDs on the back, new flashers as well, and then we have our 7-pin plug so we can run the lights on our equipment, because all the new equipment has lights on them. And then I had him go ahead and change the engine oil, hydraulic fluid, antifreeze, new air filters, the whole 9 yards. So she's all ready to roll again. Is on the Slinger. We did put the chains back on and our heat houser on. We did put it on the Slinger. We hauled manure with it. Like I said before, we were going to do some maybe mixing some equipment jobs, musical chairs on equipment's up. The feed wagon is a hard on tractors. Most is because of the constant running of them, especially when we're feeding, and then you're riding that clutch all the time. So for right now, and then the heat in the 44 is really nice because it's like -7 with the wind chill right now. So it's really kind of nice, but it's hard to see out the windows unless you keep them always clean, which nobody does that. Of course, the 44 has chains on it as well. So we might mix some jobs up and kind of maybe let everybody play on everything. Instead of wearing one thing out, I guess we'll kind of wear all of them out. So for right now, the 9 is going to run the Slinger. And the 44 is going to stay on the feed wagon. We'll see what happens later. Come spring, yes, we do have to fix something. Our chains, we did knock this light off of the mounting bracket. We just zip tied it up there so it would stay there before we really ruined it. We have to shorten this chain up because it's throwing catching something, so this chain needs to be adjusted. That's the only thing I don't like about tire chains is they hit the fenders if they're not perfect. Right now it's so froze solid that we'll have to wait, but we went ahead, we had to do some little torquing on our bracket, but we can fix that real easy. But I didn't want to ruin my brand new light, so we just zip tied it up there out of the way. But otherwise the 9 won't go back on the baler, of course, but I highly doubt it because that's too dirty. But anyway, like I said, we're gonna do some musical chairs, let everybody play with every piece of equipment and go from there. But that's kind of that. So the 9 is all back in business. Still need our grill. We got it plugged in. We're gonna haul some manure later. One thing we do on our Slinger is we leave our gate open in the wintertime so it doesn't freeze shut. It might freeze open, but at least it's froze open instead of froze shut. Same thing with our old box spreader. We'd always leave the tailgate up a little bit, and then we of course always try to keep them inside so they don't get snow in them and freeze even more. But that's the worst thing about livestock in the wintertime is stuff freezing. It takes longer to do everything. But anyway, that's enough of me rambling around. The 9 is back with some few modifications, but she should be ready to go again. 7,712 hours on her. Should go over that 87 mark probably in a year. So thanks for watching. Comment, questions, all fun YouTube stuff as always, and we'll catch you guys next time.